In year one, the Utah Hockey Club, now Mammoth, were the new kids on the block. First regular season in the show. First year for this franchise, and expectations were kept in check, rightfully so. In year two, that's changed.
It was a great for our young team to go through that, because next year we've got bigger aspirations of getting in, and you're going to see that right away. And it's a battle, and I liked what we went through. I think it prepared us for next season.
They laid a solid foundation in their debut. 38 wins, a city that bought in right away, and flashes of real potential. But no playoffs and finishing 6th in the Central, that won't cut it anymore. They know they can and have to be better.
Everything can always be better, so that would be my first answer to that, and that's certainly what we aspire to going into the offseason is how can we be, as Ryan addressed the team at the end of the season, how can we be 10% better in every area?
Utah's got a young core and one that's only getting better. Clayton Keller's a steady captain with 90 points. You got Logan Cooley and Dylan Gunther, who both look like future stars, and now they've added JJ Peterka, another dynamic 20-something coming off a breakout year in Buffalo.
He's got an opportunity to come in and have an impact on our top two lines, and I think it's something that he can grow into. I think it's something that he'll take baby steps in getting here and learning to play our system and getting used to Utah and everything about it and his new teammates. But he's a kid. He wants to win. He's a competitor.
And Utah didn't just bring in offense; they added to their depth. Stanley Cup champ Nate Schmidt and Brandon Tanev bring grit and experience, while Vitek Vanacek adds depth in behind net behind Karel Vejmelka. Add in a competitive camp, and suddenly there's more balance than they had in year one.
Now we've signed some free agents that are going to come in and push with our core. It's going to be probably the most competitive team we've had so far, and it will be the most competitive camp we've ever had here. So it's exciting times, and we were excited about the guys we added today.
Of course, there's still growing pains. Cooley needs a new contract, and consistency was a massive issue. One night they're rolling Winnipeg and Minnesota, the next they're losing 8-0. That can't happen if they want to make this leap into the postseason.
Well, I take it as a compliment when you run into the opposing GM going down the hallway, and he's like, "You guys are going to be good. You're not fun to play against." And for us on the other side of that, we want to make sure that when we play the tough teams, the top 10 teams in the National Hockey League, that's the way we earn respect. Is you got to beat those guys on a consistent basis, and we're getting there. You saw greatness at times, and you could see us play against the big boys and do well. And I felt like as a group, we also played better situational hockey with a minute left in the period, getting pucks deep, just doing the right thing. And that was a lot of growth for us. And I think teams are getting more respect for us because of the young guys and the way that they play, but they also play the right way. And that's where the respect comes. And I was really excited just down the stretch on how we played.
You can feel something building in Utah. I mean, you can't just feel it, you can see it too. They got young stars, they got a young core, they have a front office that isn't afraid to push, and a city that is all in on their team. And that's all you really want from a franchise. And so the pieces are there to be successful. And success to this franchise right now is making the playoffs. And that is the expectation heading into next season. So here's my question for you, and comment below. Is year two the year we see Utah, the first team ever in NHL history from Utah, in the Stanley Cup playoffs? Comment below.